nice, breezy, chill, easy Sunday afternoon. For breakfast today, we had grits and eggs and sausage, and we used some of our True Heart in our peppers as a accent to our scrambled eggs, and hubby did a really good job. I love his brunches, and it's like, I enjoy him being home on the weekends, like just to spend time with him, but knowing that there's a good chance that one of those days I'm gonna get his famous breakfast brunch, it gives me something to look forward to 5 days a week. So it ended up being, we did that today on Sunday, so it was nice, and I went ahead and just chopped up those vegetables for him, the peppers, and we had 3 different ones. I'm going to show you something, because if you are homesteading and you're saving seeds, there's just a few things that I want you to consider when saving your seeds and to just be aware of, so that you don't think when you're planting these seeds for the next season that you're a failure and you did something wrong and you're just terrible. It may just be that you needed a little bit more information, and I want to convey some of that to you today. So I took the seeds, and when I was chopping this up, I was like, I'm gonna save these, and I went through this mental process of which ones I was gonna save and which I wasn't, and then I realized that I didn't always know this information. It was a trial and error type situation, and I wanted to convey it to you so you don't have to make the mistakes that I made, and maybe you can have success the first go round. So let me get the camera adjusted so you can see what we have here, okay? Okay, so what we have here are 3 different peppers that I harvested at the same time, okay? And from the outside, all of these peppers appeared to be nice, ripe, and mature. But as they sat on our shelf right there by the front door, as I walked past for the last couple of days, I started noticing a very strong pepper smell. It's not usually the smell that you would get until you cut into a pepper. So I was like, that's interesting. So today I wanted to go ahead and cut them up just to make sure they weren't going bad or anything. And it turns out that even though there was only a small bruise on one from the outside, which was this one, and that's the spot right there, see it? It looks like something went into the pepper, and then maybe even it may have healed, I'm not sure. But whatever the case, this is what the inside of the pepper looks like. There's literally mold on the inside, and I wasn't able to use any of this pepper. So the question is this pepper seed safe to use for storage? Okay, I think most of us would say no. These seeds, because they have been exposed to some type of mold spores, are it's a good chance that these seeds in here are going to mold themselves. I said good chance, but if you wash them off, there's also a good chance that they may actually do well, okay? I'm going to dispose of this. I only saved it for this video. So this is going to the trash. I'm not even going to give it to the chickens. And I know the chickens eat way worse than this on a normal basis, but I can't in good conscience give it to them. Alright, so I did mention that this is our True Heart in our pepper, okay? This pepper is fully mature at red, okay? Now, we can harvest it at green, and the flavor is slightly different, but it's still good. So what would you say between this green pepper and this red pepper? Same pepper variety, just one was far more mature than the other. Which one would have the best chance at succeeding if we were going to save the seeds for next year or for the next growing season. Actually, I will probably plant these seeds this year. It's September now, and we usually start our peppers no later than December, but this year I'm really thinking I'm going to start them even earlier. That was just a little side note. But which one do you think? We're going to go with the green. We're going to go with the red. Okay. Think about genetics. And think about a baby. Literally. Think about a baby growing in mama's womb. 9 months, 8 months. Right? Which baby would you want to deliver, mama? The one that's going to have the most chance of being developmentally sound? This one is also developmentally sound, but there are potentials for issues. It's the same when it comes to these peppers, okay? Since this pepper is completely ripe at red, and some peppers are completely ripe at yellow, it just depends on your variety. I'm going to have a greater chance for all the DNA storage that I need for a successful growing season, for a successful pepper plant, in the pepper seeds that come from a fully ripened pepper plant. Okay? And you can even see differences in the seeds if you look closely. Let me see if I can get close enough for you to see the differences. Okay. All right, this is a better angle for us to be able to see clearly the differences. So for the green pepper, as you look and see that the seeds do even look a little bit immature. They're lighter in color. They're not as thick either. It's very slight, but they're definitely not as thick. All right. And you can see these seeds are a tad bit darker. They're thicker in size. And that's the biggest differences I see. The clusters appear tighter, but that's only because the seeds are bigger. So they just have less space at this point. So for me, this is the obvious choice, but that does not mean that there can't be success with both of these peppers. So what we're going to do this year is I'm going to save these particular ones. I'm going to take them off of the cores here and going to package them up. And in October, we're going to do an experiment. I think I'm going to go with October this year for my peppers and eggplants. We're going to do an experiment, and we're going to plant 2 different trays of this True Heart NR pepper, and we're going to do one with the red, and we're going to do one with the green. And I'm also, just because an abundance of caution that I have because of making so many mistakes and seeing random freaky things happen over the years, I'm going to do another tray also with just the seed packet seeds as well, just to be on the safe side. Maybe not a full tray of those because this is a lot of peppers as it is. And we will track down this this theory and just kind of see what the actual numbers are. Okay? Who doesn't love a good farm experiment? I mean, I love one. So those are our red ones. I'm just going to put that in there, and we're going to put this aside. and we're gonna wait at least 24 hours, and this time tomorrow evening I will get these packaged up into our envelopes. And that's basically it, guys. There are a lot more other things that you may want to take into consideration when it comes to proper seed saving. I don't have a complete tutorial video, but these are some of the oddball things that I didn't learn immediately from other YouTube videos that I had looked at, and thereby I made a few mistakes. But mistakes are not a bad thing. If you can avoid them and save time, especially with something that takes as long to grow as a pepper plant, then I hope that this video helps you to be able to do that. I know I want to save time and get my pepper season going as soon as possible every year as well. I hope this video has been beneficial for you, and if you find it so, please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, or just continue watching this playlist here so that you can grow big from home. Catch you in the next video. Baby, kiss me really slow. All I want. And that's some good coffee. This song is just